Hello everyone and welcome to Leah's Cross Stitch Corner. This is my little corner of the internet to talk about cross stitch and then usually books, my wedding, Taylor Swift, NFL, and anything else that takes my fancy. So it's like half cross stitch, half everything else, but kind of works, not gonna lie. Do you like my top? This is a dupe of the Taylor Swift Reputation hoodie. It says Taylor Swift, obviously. On the back it says there will be no explanation, there will only be reputation. It's a Reputation dupe hoodie. I did want the actual one, but it was £85 and that's a little bit steep. So my mum got me this one for Christmas. It's got snakes on it. Snakes. Love it. Still waiting for Reputation TV, just saying. Anyway, enough about that. This is Floss Tube number 49. Yes, we will finally reach number 50 next time. So we're 49, that's insane. So I'm filming this, I haven't even started my timer or anything. It is Sunday the 26th of January and this will go up on Wednesday the something of February, the first Wednesday in February. I don't know, a week Wednesday. I don't know. You're lucky I'm filming this today. I've got a 4-day weekend, so nice 4 days off. And we had no electric all day yesterday until after 5 p.m. So obviously Storm Eowyn, was it just Owen? I don't know if the E's silent, I'm not sure. Blew through the northeast. It wasn't particularly windy, it wasn't terrible, I didn't think. Not really, it was a bit blowy. And a tree came down, resting against the power lines. Some say 11. We thought it was about 1. We don't know. We were asleep. 11 p.m, 1 a.m, FYI. And so we woke up to the electric off. They said it was going to be 11 p.m. today when it went back. But thankfully it got back on just after 5 last night. So, I mean, how does anybody live when they've got no electric? How? Please tell me. I mean, I read my book. Got some good progress on my book. But, I couldn't have a cup of tea. There was no lights. I kept going into rooms and turning lights on and then going, oh, for God's sake. You know, it's cold because there's no heating. You don't have fires nowadays. Well, maybe some people do. We don't. We couldn't make our tea. We were going to have shepherd's pie. We had to have a takeaway instead. Terrible. Utterly terrible. You know, the sacrifices we had to make yesterday. Unbelievable. It was just weird. It was just a really weird day. But we're back. We got the electric back on. Phew. So yeah, I'm able to film. So next time out will be Floss Tube number 50. So what I'm going to do is I am going to crack on with the cross stitch content and then we'll cover everything else in any other business. So wedding, books, anything else I decided I'd like to discuss. I'm just trying to think if there actually is anything or if that's it. I don't think so. So, I don't have a lot going on at the minute cross stitch wise. I have no purchases or anything. It's crazy. I'm actually stitching my stash. I'm stitching my stash. Somebody, I'm going to just applaud myself. Pat myself on the back. Well done me. To be honest, there's not a lot out there that I want to buy. Is kind of why I'm not purchasing. I think money as well, you know, I'm spending a lot on some special edition books at the minute. And I'm into colouring in. We'll discuss that more. But yeah, there's not a lot I want to buy. There's not many of my favourite designers coming out with new stuff. So yeah. If you hear any shooting, by the way, the clay pigeons are out again today. That's what you'll hear. It's not, nobody's shooting anybody. Though, every time we go for a walk at the minute on a Saturday, we go... Oh my God. I've just knocked the timer off. Oh well, we'll just carry on as we were. We go that way on a Saturday and we go that way on a Sunday. And every time we go that way on a Saturday, which is our nice long walk, we do 2 hours. There's men out in fields shooting birds. And it's barbaric. It is barbaric to have to watch and listen. I literally, every time a shot goes, I'm like, ugh, and I get a fright. I live in the UK, I'm not used to guns. I've never seen a gun, I've never shot a gun, apart from on a video game. It is just bizarre. It's just bizarre. I don't agree with it. It's terrible that they do it so close to other people. They could end up, you know, shooting someone by accident. That could, you know, you just don't know. And I don't agree with, you know, Graham says they raise the birds to shoot them. So it's not as if they're going hunting for wild birds. They're actually raising the birds, then letting the birds go in a controlled environment, and then shooting them. So, like, you're kind of not even really... There's no skill involved. You're not going to find an actual bird, but whatever. Whatever. I'm going to try and just grab my timer, because I like to know how long I've been going and waffling. I'm too short. There we go. There we go. Oh, now I've messed my seat up. Oh, do you know, it's a disaster. I'm here. It's a disaster. So, yeah, I thoroughly disagree with it. I don't think it should be allowed. I don't think it should be anywhere near humans or dogs or any animals or cyclists or anything. But apparently it's not my battle to fight. But it's been every single Saturday for about the last month, and it's horrid. Absolutely horrid. So anyway, on to better things. Let's discuss some finishes. So I have an FFO and a finish. FFO and a finish. So we'll do my FFO first. It's framed, so you'll have to just see it as best you can. But during Advent, I got the... All I've put on my notebook is owls. I've done a pretty poor job at the minute of keeping track of what I'm stitching, when I'm stitching it, and when I finish it. Never mind. So this was a... Oh, dear, I can't even remember who it is. Heritage Crafts. Heritage Crafts Owls Kit. I don't know which one. And it was designed by Karen Carter. I know that much. But I was stitching it in my last one. I hadn't finished it. But I have actually finished it now. And here it is. So I started this on the 1st of December. And I'd like to say I finished it... Sorry, Sainsbury's van just going past and the door keeps going. I'm just wondering what's going on. Started on the 1st of December on Advent. Words are difficult. And then I finished it. I finished it in December. That much I know to be true. But that's all I know. So you can't really see it because obviously it just shines everything. But it's absolutely stunning. So I didn't even write the fabric down. This was Lakeside Needlecraft fabric. I can't remember its name. I'm not doing very well at this, am I? But yeah, so yeah, I finished it and I put my name on. So, sometimes I do initials, sometimes I don't, but I'm going to try and start initialing them now, from now on, and do it every time. So yeah, this was a very fiddly one. Like you can see, like all the colour changes and the gradients and everything, and it was difficult. In the end, with the backstitch, I kind of just had to make it up as I go along. It was so difficult to follow it. It was so difficult to get it right. Because it just, I don't know. It was so fiddly. I don't know how anybody would do this on Ada, I'll be honest. Ada came in the kit that I got, and I was like, no. No. So I did it on Even Weave, 32 count. I don't know what it's called, from Lakeside Needlecraft. It was one of the fabrics of the month, December, November. There's not a chance you could do this on Ada successfully, I don't believe. If anybody has, all bravo to you, but I absolutely couldn't. And look how small it is, really. You know, it's like, it's year high, it's year long, and this took me a whole month. I was like, this is going to be a really super simple quick finish. No. So Graham got me the frame, and Graham framed it for me because he's a good egg. He's very good at stuff like that. I can't do stuff like that. And not in a helpless, damsel in distressy way. I just can't straighten things. I could probably do it, but it would be wonky. And Graham likes them to be straight. So me doing it is only just going to cause chaos that he would have to do it anyway. So he just does it anyway, which I think is just a fantastic way of doing things. I really do. By the way, fun Graham story. He went for a walk with Summer. I think it was last Sunday. He took a tumble. It's been icy over here. We had like 2 weeks of solid ice. It was thawing out. You know, only Graham could fall when it's like thawing out rather than when it's bad ice. And he went out with Summer and he come back and he's like, oh, I fell over, Leah. And I was like, But he's okay. He hurt his hip and his leg, but he's okay. And I think his pride probably hurt more than anything else. So my second finish, I absolutely love this one. So I started this one on the 5th of January. I don't know when I finished it. I feel like it was last Sunday. I think. I reckon I started with all good intentions to note these down and then just keep forgetting, but never mind. So, this is on 32 count Lakeside needlework fabric. It's called Glory of the Snow. Hang on a minute, I'll just take that bit of tape off. Yeah, Glory of the Snow. And this is the Bothy Social Club box, the first one they did. Eat, Sleep, Craft, Repeat. So I got this box, it was like May, June last year, I want to say. And I was looking for a new start, because I always like to have a paper one on the go, because if on a Sunday, if I want to watch the sport on the tablet, then I need a paper patterned project to be on the go with, which I don't currently have, so a new start may be pending. Who said that? Who said that? I don't know who said that. It wasn't me. So I started this one precisely so I could watch the football, tennis, snooker, who knows what. And I love it. I do love it. Like, it's so good. I haven't gotten any more of their social club boxes recently because I haven't loved them. I haven't loved them enough. I did like the reindeer they did recently, but it was really expensive. And I didn't love it as enough for the price kind of thing. They're not really expensive, but like, you know, I didn't love it enough to buy it. And then they've just recently done another texty based one. My soul is fed with needle and thread. And again, I didn't love it, so I didn't get it. But this one I absolutely loved, and I'll stop bigging it up now and show you. So here it is. And them wooden button things are sewn on, just in case you're wondering. So I absolutely love that. I love all of the different effects of it. So yeah, I'll just bring it back. Love it. I loved doing this like gingham-y kind of effect, but all of it looks amazing. I love the colours they chose. It just, honestly, just bring it in again. It was a really quick stitch actually, like it didn't really take me that long. I love the sleep with the stars, the eat with the donut. Honestly, I just love all of it. And like, these are just like little buttons that was included, and these were all included. And I just kind of, they didn't tell you where to put these. I just kind of followed it off where they put them, to be honest. And I had more than what they had on, so I just took them on. I was like, you can always have more buttons. You can always have more beads and stuff, I think. So I really love that. I do think it looks fantastic. What I will say, and what annoys me about it, right, is this was billed as an exclusive box. And I'm sorry, you can't, it wasn't exclusive for 6 months, it wasn't exclusive for 12 months. It was exclusive. Once it was gone, it was gone. And now I've seen it for sale. I don't like that. I don't like that because you're billing it as exclusive so people buy it because they're not going to be able to get it because you haven't told them. And then you go, it's available now, you can buy it. I saw it on an external website, so you can actually get it. So that's really naughty. I don't like that. So even if you didn't get it, you could probably just go and buy it now because it's not as exclusive as they said it was. You know, it should have said exclusive. It shouldn't have even said exclusive. It should just be, you can purchase it in 6 months if you don't get it now. But, you know, what's the point of that? I don't get it. I thought it was a really strange choice of ways to describe it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they didn't say it was exclusive. But I feel like I saw somewhere they said this was exclusive to this Bothy Social Club box and would not be available for general sale. I feel like I saw that. I feel like I did. So if I'm wrong, I'll eat my hat. And, you know, I'll apologise if I'm wrong. But, you know, in my opinion, any company that does that, it's not just Bothy exclusive. I'm not just having a go at Bothy. If you say something's exclusive and then you go and release it generally, it's not exclusive then, is it? It's not exclusive, is it? No. No. And I have this with my boot boxes as well, you know. I get some boot boxes, and there was a set released by Fairy Loot, the Elsie Silver set, with, they look absolutely lovely, and one of the books is signed. So they all sold out, because of course they did. People have them up for resale at £500 as soon as they get them. And then, you know, Fairy Loot were like, this is an exclusive set, this, once it's gone, yada yada yada. And then literally minutes later, after they'd sold out, they were like, we've got some more, they won't be signed, but we've got some more. And I'm like, no, that's so naughty. The word exclusive does not mean what you think the word exclusive means. You can't just use it if you don't understand it. Honestly, stuff like that drives me mad. Drives me mad. I'll keep that out because I'll show you that actually, because that was a restart. Oh, excuse me. It's just naughty. You know, you're making people believe that they won't be able to get something, and they got a lot more of the Elsie Silver set, and I did get them. And you know, maybe it's like, well, Leah, you're falling for it if you're getting them, but I did really want them. They're a really lovely set. But I just, you know, exclusive doesn't mean what you think it means. And it just drives me nuts when people use that kind of out of context-ish. But yeah, there's my rant. That's my rant. I will not be ranting anymore in this Floss Tube. I probably will. That's probably a lie. You know what I'm like. So, onto WIPs now. I do actually have a cross-stitch purchase. I'm just waiting for it. It's a new project bag. From Hot Trot Stitches. So she stopped selling them on Etsy for some reason. I don't really know why. A lot of people tend to stop doing that. I don't really know why. It's actually better for me if you can purchase on Etsy, because I can use PayPal Pay in 3, but never mind. Anyway, she had this lovely mermaid and dragon. So mermaid on one side and then dragons on the other. Obviously very fourth wing coded. And then I love mermaids anyway with sparkly scales. So I've got it and I'm just waiting for it to come. I've ordered a book sleeve as well. So it's the opposite way around. I'm just so excited. I can't wait. So I don't know when it's due. She said she was waiting on the fabric. So yeah, quite excited for that. So, whippy time. Although I have a start. Nah, I'll do my starts during my whips, because otherwise you'll just be looking at one whip. Do I have any more than that? I've got 2. Yeah, 2. So, the only ongoing whip I have is the No Time Like the Present Stitch Along, which might surprise you greatly, obviously. Because, you know, I didn't have any others, did I? Last time, apart from the Owls, which is finished. And I hadn't even started the Bothy Social Club box, so I've actually getting quite good with making sure I'm, you know, getting stuff finished. And this one, oh dear, I should really write this down. I believe if I'm not at 40%, I'm close to it. So this is like 40% done. So I started this one. Let me go back and find it. It's one of my longest ongoings. It's not on that page either. The 14th of February 2024. Now it's not going to be finished within the year. I can categorically say that. It'll not be finished by the 14th of February 2025. Because if I'm only 40% done, that means I've got 60% left to do. But I am looking to progress this one at 5 to 10% every month, with a view to finishing by the end of the year. Which, I mean, it's taken a while, and I've got 2024 on it, but it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to come at me and go, Leah, the year's wrong. Well, they might, but I'm not bothered. So I have made a bit of progress on this one. I think I'd finished this over here, if you remember, and I'd moved up slightly, but I have started to do some more. This one always gets the lowest priority. I love stitching it as well. I'm just being so fussy with it. I love stitching on this, but something exciting always comes along that demands my attention. And I've got 2 new ones over here. One I really want to get finished. Both I really want to get finished, quite frankly. The one's a restart, and I'll tell you all about it in a moment. But this one always falls down the priority blocks. But every time I look at it, I love it. So it's not because I dislike it. I don't know. Something more exciting always comes along. So here we are. Oh, look at it. It looks fantastic. Like, and I love seeing the progress as well. You know, like I've done, I believe I was somewhere around here. So like I've done all of this. I've finished this top off here and I'm coming along here to do here. And then this is like the big clock in the middle. I love this one so much. Oh God, I don't know if you heard my stomach there. I'm starving. So this is, I'm doing this on 32 count Murano Desert Even Weave. It is opalescent from Florishell Needlecrafts. And Katie from Peacock Stitcher recommended this to me, and do you know what? It is absolutely stunning. It's one of my favourite fabrics. So I want to try and get the clock, I want to try and get over here done. I've only got a little bit left to do. And I want to try and get the clock done by next time, but I'm not making any promises because, like I say, I've got more exciting stitches. They're not even more exciting, but wait till I tell you about them and you'll see why they're more exciting. So yeah. Absolutely stunning. It honestly is. And it's 2 colours, which just makes it so easy to just get on and crack on. I can make the most progress on this when I stitch it. You know, it takes like 380 stitches just to get a percent done. Like, imagine, that's crazy. But you can do, that is doable. It is doable. I love it so much. Did I say it's the No Time Like the Present stitch along from Modern Folk Embroidery? I don't know if I said that or not. I don't think I did. Oh my God. What a balmy care. So I love that one. I do love it. And hopefully there'll be a lot more progress. Next month. So, new start number 1. So somebody asked in the comments, I apologise, I can't remember who it was. I'm not going to take this out the queue now because I've barely started it. So somebody asked if I was going to be doing a wedding sampler for our upcoming wedding. And the answer is yes. Did I show this last time? I started on the 1st of January. When did it? No, I think I filmed at the end of December, didn't I? Did I? Did I? Anyway, yes. So, Graham and I were doing some wedding stuff. It must have been the end of December, one would assume, because I started this on the 1st of January. And we went through all the samplers, and we found a really nice sampler that we wanted to do. I'm going to do half, and then Graham's going to do the other half. And I started it on... Oh, God, I didn't even write it down. Well... It must be Coffee Craft Fabrics fabric. But I had to scrap it because if you look, you can't really see the white very much on the presents. So I was like, this really isn't popping the way I want it to pop. It's not really, you know, there's kind of white within the fabric. And unfortunately, it's kind of hit on a white spot exactly where I've stitched the white. So, and then even the bird where it's a little bit darker, it kind of needs to be darker. So I did all of this work, like 10 to 15, maybe even 20%, and went, it's not going to work. We looked at it, we discussed it, we were like, it's just not going to work because it doesn't pop. So we scrapped it and I was very disappointed because, you know, it is annoying when you have to kind of scrap a piece of work that you've done. But it was for the best. So I'm keeping it just so I can cut the fabric more than anything and still use it for something. And I've restarted it. And I've restarted it on 32 count. Hang on a minute. 32 count Murano Desert Even Weave Opalescent, which I am stitching No Time Like the Present on. So I've literally had a minuscule restart of just the leaves at the bottom. I just wanted to get it ready to do because it's always disappointing when you have to restart something and it's just like, and then you've got to redo things you've already done and it is annoying. So I've got a small start, and then once I finish this next project that I'm going to show you, I will get back to this one. Just have a bit of a break from it just like I say, you know, having to redo the same thing again is quite a... It's not frustrating. It's not a frustrating experience. And to be honest, it's going to work out for the best. But, yeah. Yeah. It is frustrating, but it's not. Frustrating is not the right word. So, that's an historical sampler company sampler. I don't know if it has a specific name. I restarted it on the 11th of January, and I will be getting back to it. And it's going to look lovely. It's going to look absolutely lovely. I think we've made the right choice by changing the fabric. Quite honestly, I think that's the best thing we could do. So, last one is a start. And this is one of our own designs. It's not our. It's one of Graham's designs. I didn't do anything with it. I just provided the odd critique. So we love the NFL, as everybody may know. It is semi-final night tonight, so by the time this goes up, we will know who is in the Super Bowl. Please not the Chiefs. Please not the Chiefs. Please not the Chiefs. Please not the Chiefs. Go Bills. Go Bills. Go Bills. Don't like the Chiefs. Don't like the Chiefs, but I love me NFL. Bengals didn't make it into the playoffs. Sigh. But never mind. So, Graham's designed a NFL pattern. As you all know, I did mention we might be like looking to start our own little business. I'm going to discuss that more in any other business. And we're in the testing phase currently. Again, I say we, not really me. It's all Graham. So, he's created this pattern. He's nearly made 2 now. So, I'll have another start coming soon. That was inspired by me, so yay. And I've started it and it looks fantastic so far. So I've only done a little bit, but I'm loving it. And I am doing it on hand-dyed fabric by Graham. Oh, yes. Yes, we have dyed... I say we. Graham has dyed some fabric. Again, I am not involved. I am just moral support. I'm the cheerleader. Woo, 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 woo. Summer is... quality control supervisor. The guinea pigs are just guinea pigs. So anyway, without much further ado, here it is. The fabric looks a lot lighter actually than in real life. It's actually a little bit darker. It looks more grassy where it looks a bit more light on the camera for some reason. So obviously you can see touchdown. How do you like those shadows on the words own? And then I've started the chains here. There's going to be a grid here, helmets down here, another chain here, 2 balls and the goal. 2 goals? Do we go 2 goals? Is it 2 goals? 2 goals, 2 shirts, and some boots. So yeah, I'm at the very early stages of it, but I'm absolutely loving it. So get a look at that. And like I say, Graham's own hand-dyed fabric because he is amazing. So I started this one on the 20th of January and I'm going to look to finish it pretty quickly. I'm like 20% in already. It's not a massive pattern. It's only 2,500 stitches, but I love it. There's like little half stitches and stuff in, so it is a little bit more complicated. Not really for a beginner, more for like someone who's a little bit more experienced. But yeah. This will be finished by the next time I do a video, for sure. It absolutely will. And I might even, if I can, stitch this during the Super Bowl, just to see I did it while I was watching the Super Bowl, which is quite exciting. So yeah, absolutely love it. The fabric looks fantastic. Dyeing fabric is a lot harder than it looks, just in case anybody's wondering. That's why not everybody does it, I think, because it is difficult. But this one is lovely. He's done some more testing. I'll speak about it more in any other business. I'll cover it all off and let you all know what's happening, and we're going to be setting up the social media so you can come and like us on there and, you know, get involved and stuff. So yeah, it's really exciting. No pressure. We're you know, it's still in the testing phase. You'll all know once we decide how we're going forward with it. But it's really exciting, and honestly, it's really good. Graham is always very unconfident of himself. I don't know, is unconfident a word? I'm not really sure. But he's always like doubting himself. And you know, he's like, oh, I'm not a very good artist, and you know, I can't really draw. He actually can. He's really good at drawing. He's really good at a vision. Like, if I'm reading a book, I can't envision it at all. I have no imagination. And I've always said that, and people kind of like, you can't have no imagination. Well, I do. I can't picture things the way some people can, but Graham absolutely can, and Graham can kind of like look at something and be like, this is how I want it to look. This is what I'm going for. This is you know, and he's a perfectionist. He wants it to be perfect, which absolutely is not a problem. But like, I find with pattern designing, from what we've done so far, this one here, basically, you can't be a perfectionist with it, because it's never going to be perfect. But like, if anybody's going to get it near as damn it'll be Graham, because he does have that kind of perfectionist side to him. He does want it to be perfect. He does want it to look as best as it can. And you know, he's very good at it. He's a really good drawer. If I show you some of his sketches, it's just sketching. You know, he's kind of really hard on himself, but it's just sketching. But he's really good at it. And I tell him all the time, and I do. I'm like, just have a little bit more confidence in yourself. Like, you know, sometimes you need to fake it till you make it. You know, you've got to just kind of be like, I can do this. I can do it. Even if you don't really believe it, just tell yourself it, you know, and away you go. I have no imagination. None at all. I read books and then forget them immediately after I've finished them. But also, I can't picture things when I'm reading. I can't picture characters. I can't picture places, maps. I love when books give me a map, because I couldn't figure it out myself, because I'm, you know, I don't have that kind of, I don't know, I just don't have that. You know, I've tried to design patterns myself in the past, and every time it's kind of failed, because I don't have that vision. I don't have the temperament for it. I don't have the patience for it. Maybe they're kind of the same thing, where, you know, I can just help Graham out and just be like the creative control. I can just, you know, yeah, that looks good. No, what about this? What about this? He can just bounce ideas off of me, where I can kind of help without having to actually do anything, because I'm not very good. I'm not very good at it. And I know it's probably like, well, Leah, why are you bagging on yourself the way you're just saying Graham shouldn't do? Because I know I can't. I absolutely know. If you asked me to draw a picture, I couldn't draw you a picture. I could draw you a stick man, and even that wouldn't look very good, but I couldn't actually draw anything. I'm not very talented like that. Art was always my worst subject. I think either you can or you can't draw. I don't think I could ever even teach myself to draw. I wouldn't have the patience to, anyway. But yeah, more on that shortly. So, last but not least, have a drink first. Do you like my cup? I'm sure I showed you last time, probably. But I got a little froggy to go on the straw, because the straw's always in. Because otherwise, where do I put it? There's no way to put it. And I love it. And I ordered some stickers for it, you know. And they never arrived. So I ordered them on Etsy. It was a personalised sticker that had my name on. It was apparently shipped, but did no tracking. Like, okay. I don't understand small businesses that send stuff without tracking. In this day and age, because that's now cost you £10. Because I've had to get a refund on that, because the seller's gone AWOL. So you've sent it. I assume you have. I don't assume you haven't. But if you've just put a stamp on it, it's obviously got lost. So that's cost you £10. Where if you'd paid a little bit more to track it, there wouldn't be an issue. So I never quite understand that. And I know, obviously, you've got margins and stuff, and I get that. But in this day and age, when, you know, what if it was a £30 sticker order? Would you just send it with a stamp on? What's your threshold for doing that? It's just bizarre. Either way, it's still a plain cup, because I'm still waiting. So I've ordered some more personalised stickers, and hopefully these ones will arrive. Fingers crossed. No, not thumbs up. Fingers crossed. So, bells jangling, drum roll. Graham's project, my favourite time of the video. So this is the Dimensions Aurora cabin that Graham started on the 10th of August. September, October, November, December, January, February. Technically, he could probably get this finished within a year, because we're going to nearly be into February, and he's nearly halfway, so I don't see it not happening. But who knows? I think it might just be more towards the latter part of the year, especially because we've got no Nuffle on a Sunday now. It's okay, it's fine. Not, well, from the next few weeks. It's okay, it's fine. I'm absolutely fine. I'm absolutely fine with that. I'm not going to hibernate for 6 months. So, Graham's almost at a page finish. He's very, very close. And, I mean, there's lots of French knots to go in before that. But, and some more stitching. But here we go. How this looks from afar is absolutely insane. Like, it is absolutely insane. It's like, when you touch it, it's like tactile art. It's like that kind of art that, like, you want to touch. And when you touch it, it adds even more, like, depth to it. Like, it's like nigh on an inch thick. Maybe that's being a bit dramatic. Maybe it's more like a centimetre. But, like, it is actually quite a thick, tactile stitch. Which really adds to the dimensions of it, which is ironic because it is a dimensions kit, as you well know. So let's bring it forward a little bit more. So Graham's been working up at the top here. He finished the bottom ages ago and did the cabin relatively quickly, but he's just been doing all these bits at the top. The trees are like confetti hell. Like, you don't even know where one stitch ends and one stitch begins, or one colour ends and one colour begins. Like, it's absolutely insane. But the effect is amazing, so you can't really kind of take it away because the effect is so good. And then he's doing the aurora lights at the top. Oh. It's difficult, right? Because I see it every night, so I only, like, it's hard to see any progress because it's little by little and it's very, very fiddly, like, you know. But just looking at it as a whole, you really do get a sense of how big it is, how tactile it is, and just how amazing it actually is. It's got so much depth. Oh, I wish I could show you, like, so you could touch it, so you could just reach through the screen and touch it, because it is just so good. Let's just get that round there. It is so good, and it's going to look so good when it's finished. It's not going to be as big as we thought, actually. It's really not. It's not going to be huge, but, like, like, look at the effect of the cabin in the water. The snow. Like, it's just insane. I applaud him. I would not have the patience for this in the slightest. I just wouldn't. I just genuinely would not have the patience for it. He doesn't like it to be folded the way I normally fold it, so I'll just do it that way. He's doing a cracking job on it. He's very, like, patient with it as well. Like, you know, it is a tricky stitch, but he's very patient with it and he gets it all right and it very rarely goes wrong and it's just amazing. Just get it in there. So yeah, that is all the stitching stuff done. Wow. What a, like I say, I don't stitch loads. I don't have all day. I don't have, you know, I don't get to stitch all day every day. I do work. That does impact all of my hobbies. Quite frankly, it's quite annoying. But, you know, until I win the lottery that I don't play, or the NSNI premium bonds come in, which there's more chances of hell freezing over, I guess, or, you know, whatever. Not gonna happen, basically is what I'm saying. So, yeah. So, first order of business. Stitchy business. That was a really loud clap. So, like we say, we're in the testing phase of dyeing some fabrics and creating some patterns. Not we! Oh my god! Graham is. I want him to get the credit. It's not me. And I keep saying it's we. It's not, because it's him. And he deserves all the credit because he's the one who's doing it and he's fantastic at it. So I say we because he'll want me to say we. And he'll be like, Leah, it is we. But he is the one actually doing it. He's the one who's giving it a go and actually dyeing the fabrics where I've been too scared to in the past. And he's cracking at it. Like, we haven't got, that's the only one we've really got to show is that green one. But he's been testing some and he's just cracking at it. Some of the colours are absolutely stunning. So, if you want to go and find us on social media, our business name will be, it sounds so weird saying that, Little Guinea Stitching. And I'll put the links below. So we have a Facebook page and we're going to have an Instagram. So go and like us on there. There's not going to be much there. You might get to see our logo. But if you want to go and give it a like, we don't know when we're going to be starting to actually sell things. Please be patient. It is, you know, a one-man band. you know, but if you want to come, if you want to support, please do. Please come and give us a like. Come and say hello. Little Guinea Stitching. We wanted something. You might not know. You might know. You might figure it out. My name is Leah. Graham is Graham. And Summer. Little Guinea Stitching. And then Guinea, because we have guinea pigs. So we were thinking about names, and like, it's so difficult, you know. I went for like Die Hard, DYE hard. Someone suggested something with Summer's name in, Summer's sparkling fabric, something like that. But I was like, what if we try and go for something that actually has all of our initials in? Mine, yours, and Summer's. And then we were like, right, so G, guinea pigs. We can actually get everybody in. So Little Guinea Stitching was born. And we were like, Little Guinea Stitch or Little Guinea Stitching? I like the stitching, and that's what we went for. So Little Guinea Stitching. Find us on Facebook, Instagram. We'll have a website and stuff at some point. That's further down the road. But yeah, it's really exciting. We would really appreciate any support. You know, you don't necessarily have to purchase from us. If you want to, please do. Please do. When we do start selling. But any support is appreciated. Any props, Graham is doing a fantastic job. And, you know, he doubts himself. And so please let him know if you like that touchdown that I've done so far. Obviously, you've not seen loads of it, so maybe not. But, like, you know, if you have any ideas, if there's anything you want to stitch, any colours you fancy, give us a shout. We're just going to try, like, plain ones first of all. Like, just, you know, one-tone fabrics, like that green one. It's lovely. But please, honestly, all of the support would be amazing. I've got a little bit of a platform here, so I'm going to use it, obviously. Hopefully it works. I've got a good feeling. The stitching community is a good community. We're going to be doing it the right way. We're going to be doing it properly. No cutting corners or anything. So, yeah. Really exciting. And then the next one, which I'm not going to lie is equally exciting. So if you don't already know, we're getting married this year. Yes. I'm going to be a wife. He's going to be a husband. Wow. Wow. So we're getting married on the 27th of October 2025. It's going to be a very small wedding because weddings are expensive. We are having a 10-person wedding, including me and Graham. And trust me when I say it's going to cost us nigh on £3,000 to £5,000, which is a lot of money. We're not rich. We're not rich at all. It's not just like we're not rich. We're not rich at all. But we found a really lovely place that we want to get married. Apparently, I don't know if you know this, I've never been married before. Don't plan to again, so, you know, it's not as if this information will go anywhere. If you don't get married in a registry office, which we're not, it costs £500 to get a registrar to come out to marry you on the day. So, say the ceremony takes an hour. I don't think it's going to take an hour. £500. That is insane. I don't even know how they justify that. And then there's like, you've got to go and have interviews with the registry office, which we're doing in February. You have to go and have interviews. £80 a pop. Cool. You got to take identity documents. And then, you know, you've got the actual wedding venue. We're having a really small package, like I say. That is still going to cost a fair whack. Photographers are really expensive. Wedding photographers are really expensive. I'm going to retrain. I don't want to be a customer relations officer anymore. I'm going to be a photographer. I'm joking. And then you've got cake, outfits, rings, and probably things I'm forgetting. A wedding is really expensive, and we're having a really small wedding. Really small. You know, we didn't want to just go to a registry office and then go for a meal. We did want to have somewhere nice, and we found somewhere lovely. It's local, it's close by, it's really lovely. So I'm really, really excited. It's all going to be fully confirmed once we go to the registry office in February. It is all confirmed now, basically, but, you know, we're going to have them interviews and stuff. Maybe any of Graham's previous wives come out of the woodwork. I'm joking, he's never been married before. So, yeah. But we did our invites. I don't know when, because I'm like, when did we actually do them? When? So we have our invites, and they've all gone to all of the people concerned, and there's people who don't even watch me, so, you know, if nobody's going to see it that won't already see it. So here is our wedding invite. We went for like a Gatsby style. We're not having a specific style to the wedding, but we were looking at the wedding invitations, and this is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. And then on the back, we put a picture of ourselves. That was in Inverness. And again, just had the kind of same sort of thing. So yeah. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. I can't wait to give them out to people so they can keep them as well. So yes. I'll be a bride. A bride. We're not asking for any gifts for the wedding. We don't need any. We live where we live and we've got all the stuff we need. So we're just asking for like contributions for the honeymoon, which is, I think, hopefully reasonable enough. So yeah, it's really exciting. Oh, I'll keep you all updated. I'm obviously not going for a dress yet because obviously, trigger warning for weight loss. I am on a weight loss journey at the moment. I'm hoping to lose another 2 to 3 stone. So obviously I need to kind of get my bumming gear to get it all sorted because, you know, a wedding dress isn't just going to appear like magic. But we'll see. We will see. Do I have any other business apart from books? Was there anything else to tell you? So we haven't really done much in January. Yeah, I've started colouring in. So, adult colouring was like a big thing a few years ago. Like, I feel like it was like 2020 time because I vaguely remember staying up all night doing some colouring. And apparently it's really big at the minute. So I've been colouring in. So I've got some alcohol markers. I'm waiting for the really good ones to come back in stock so I can get myself them. But I've got some ones that, I got them off Vinted. And I'll be honest, they were probably marked up a little bit more than they should have been. But I did want them and they colour really well. And I've got some books, some colouring books. They're like nice and bold. Because them alcohol markers run like you wouldn't believe. If you colour, you'll know. Like, even with the bold lines, it still smudges over the edges sometimes. It's just how it is. And like, people are really detailed with it. They do like shadowing and highlights and they do patterns on the walls and effects and stuff. I'm not that good. Like I say, no artistic talent in my, not even in my little finger. Graham's got more in his little finger than I've got in my entire body. I don't even have any artistic talent. But I'm following tutorials and looking at things and I'm learning. I haven't got any to show you. I should have brought some down. I tend to do it when I'm just on breaks at work. But I really enjoy it. It's really relaxing, I find. And you know, stitching takes ages. I can colour a picture in like half an hour to an hour, which is really nice. It's nice to actually have that completionist kind of thing. I'll bring some down for next time, show you. But I'm really enjoying it. As I say, I'm waiting for the good markers to come back in. But it's really low stress. If you look at Facebook, you can probably get yourself a bit wound up because a lot of people do really good artistic type stuff. But I appreciate that I'm not that good and I just like to colour in. I just find it really relaxing. So I enjoy it. And bookish related. So, since I last spoke to you, I assume I finished ACOTAR last time. So I'm reading the ACOTAR series by Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I finished ACOTAR, Akamath, A Court of Mist and Fury. I think that's it. So I'm waiting to get into book 3 at the minute, which A Court of Wings and Ruin, I want to say, but I'm not fully confident. I don't know. But I had to take a break. I started to read something else, but I wasn't really into it. It was a bit like a dark romance retelling of Peter Pan. Didn't work for me, not gonna lie. But I had to take a break. Because Onyx Storm came out. So I am currently 374 pages in. By the time this video goes up, I'll be finished because I'm finishing it today. And I'm loving it. No spoilers at all. No spoilers, I'm not going to spoil anything or anything. It took me a bit to get into it because it kind of just chucks you in. And like, it's like, who is she? Who are they? What's going on? But I'm loving it again. I love being in this world. Rebecca Yarrow's a fantastic writer. I love it. Like I say, I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't want anybody... I've avoided any spoilers. I don't know what Violet's second signet is or anything like that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how it ends. I've avoided all spoilers. But I'm hoping to finish it today, so at least if I come across any spoilers, I've already finished it. Whew. But it is fantastic. And This is such a good series. So if you haven't read the books, there's Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and now Onyx Storm. Would I recommend reading them now? Probably not, because book 4 isn't even announced yet, which means it's probably going to be at least 1 or maybe 2 years away, so that's a slightly concerning, and there's going to be 5 books total. Apparently, ACOTAR isn't even finished, so I've started it and it's even finished. We're waiting for book 6. It's not even announced either, so who knows. So yeah, I'm going to finish this and then get back to ACOTAR and then see where it takes me. See where I go after that. I'm loving the romantasy at the moment, really enjoying it. And then I got my Afterlight Illumicrate book yesterday. So by the time this goes up, if you have it, you probably should have it by now. And here it is. Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson. And there's a little Nessie on the back. And then there's some like cool sprayed edges on there. And then look at the little Nessies. They're so cute. The only criticism I have with the Afterlight subscription is how small the books are. So for comparison, that's the size difference. So you know, this is not a £20 book, and this is how much they charge for the subscription. There isn't even a price in here, which is convenient. But this would normally be a $14.99 hardback. So it's a bit naughty that they don't do them in the big hardbacks. But because I like how they do them, it's fine. Fine. So yeah, I can't wait to get back stuck in this, but I can't wait to read that. I don't know if I might read that next before I get back into ACOTAR, just as a bit of a palate cleanser, just to get out of Onyx Storm world and back into ACOTAR world, but we'll see, because I'm kind of really loving romantasy at the moment. So yeah, lots of new books up there, exciting. There is some Sarah J Maas's there, I believe. You should be able to see them. I'm sure I put them in the corner. So yeah. So that is me. Like I say, nothing much has been going on because it's just been one of them kind of blah kind of. We haven't really been out or anything. We're going out in February, like I say, to the registry office to do them interview things, whatever that means. I don't really understand it. We're gonna take Summer to the beach. So I'm gonna sneeze. I'm okay. I'm okay. I think I'm okay. So Summer has never been to the beach. She's never been to the seaside. So we're going to take her to the seaside when we're off. We've got a week off for the Super Bowl, obviously. So we're going to take Summer to the beach. Can't wait. I think she's going to absolutely love it. She's going to absolutely love it. She's living her best life at the minute. She's had some issues with that paw. The kind of cold doesn't really agree with her, and it kind of... She gets some like issues with her pads. It's healing up now. She did refuse to go for a walk. Now, if you know Summer, which you don't know her personally, but you know her from what you've seen, she does not refuse a walk. Ever. Ever. But the other day she was like, no, Dad. No, Dad. I can't go out. Poor babe. So she came back and I looked after her. But like, she's okay. She's been out the past 2 days, so hopefully it's all good. But we're going to the seaside with her anyway. Obviously the Super Bowl as well. And we're getting a winter in the loft. So we've been talking about it for ages and ages. It's very dark up there, obviously. I do suffer from a vitamin D deficiency. I've just had my bloods done recently because I had a twitchy eye. Literally, it must have been after I just finished the last video. I had a twitchy eye, and it was twitchy for like 2 weeks, and it's only just gone within the past week. So it wasn't maybe not that soon after, but like, it's been twitching for most of January. And I went to the doctor because they say after 2 weeks, go to the doctor. So I did. And the doctor was like, it's stress. You're stressed. And I have this kind of thing where I forget things. So like, one time, I don't know if I told this story, Graham brought me a cup of tea. And I completely blanked out of the conversation. Completely didn't even remember it happened. I was sat there at my desk. I was like, where's my cup of tea? Where is it? Where is it? And it was next to me because Graham had already brought it. And we had a full conversation. And when he reminded me of the conversation, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that now. But I had an incident recently where we have a bit of a routine before we go to bed, and a specific bit of that routine I completely forgot, and I was like, it didn't happen. We didn't do it. We absolutely didn't do it. And we've got an easy viz in the bedroom. We've had it, it's been in since I've lived here, so it just stays there. And he showed me that we had done it, and I was like, I still don't believe it. And my brain still cannot remember it. And I was like, I went to the doctor because I was like, is there something wrong with my brain? Should I get stress? Like, I think you're so stressed with work, which it is really busy, that I'm not fully concentrating outside of work, probably even at work, because like I forgot that the other day and asked him about his underwear size the other day because I'm ordering Valentine's stuff, and I completely forgot that as well. I was like, I'm sure he said L. And he did say L, but I forgot he said L. And I was just like concerned. I was like, is there something actually wrong with me? But she thinks it's stress. But my vitamin D levels were not low enough to give me any vitamin D tablets, but I need to start getting more vitamin D in my diet. So I've got some supplements which I'm starting to take. So hopefully that helps. But anyway, the twitchy eye's gone, which is good. It was horrible. It was really horrible. Like, it was like a twitchy eyelid, not a twitchy eye, just in case anybody's wondering. But it was horrid. It just wouldn't go away. But it's actually cleared now. Oh, I just spat on the table. It has cleared, which is nice. So I'm just going to see how I go. I'm going to start be having Fridays off in March, which should help things. So we will see. We'll see. Because they did me bloods and everything, which was nice of them. I was like, she was like, do you want to just go away and de-stress? I was like, okay. But will you do my bloods anyway, just to make sure I'm okay? And she's like, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Just to be sure. So yeah, that was quite interesting. Hey, lad. So yeah, anyway, I'm apparently fit and healthy. I'll take it. I will take it. So yeah, I think that is me. I'm gonna yawn. We're gonna go and have a shower, wait for Graham to come back. He's took somewhere out for a walk. And get all my stitches back on the Q-snaps and stuff. So yeah, I hope you're all having a wonderful time. Obviously, it's been a bit of a bitty month for me. We're going to my mum's on Tuesday. Oh yeah, we're getting the loft window. It'll be in tomorrow. So like, by the time this goes up, it'll have been in for like a week or so. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to give me a bit more light up there and sunshine. You know, I do suffer vitamin D deficiency. I have folic acid deficiencies. Oh, I'm just deficient in every single way. Never mind. So yes, I'll wrap that up there. It's about an hour. It's not too bad. Like I say, I haven't bought anything. Or I've bought something but it hasn't come yet. I don't have much going on. I do apologise. I know it's probably a bit boring. But yeah, I just like having the record anyway of where I've got done with my stitches and what I've done on a monthly basis. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful February. We will, like I say, Super Bowl. No, please don't Chiefs. Please don't Chiefs. Go Bills. Go Bills. And then taking something to the beach, which would be really fun. And then who knows what else. And I start having Fridays off in March, so that's even better. And then we go to Scarborough in April. I'm so excited. I'm always counting down to Scarborough. I miss it when I'm not there. And, oh, I didn't say. Oh, excuse me. We're going to Torquay for our honeymoon. So we normally stick, like, we live in the northeast, if you didn't already know, if you can't tell from the accent. So we go to Scarborough, we've been Manchester, York, Inverness, Edinburgh, Glasgow. We've been there. So we decided we were looking to go abroad, but it was just like, it was maddening trying to decide where we wanted to go. I feel like I've already spoke about this. Maybe I did last time. Really difficult trying to figure it out because we're not really people who like to go abroad. We're not really, you know, we want to go to New York. That's somewhere we do want to go. But like, it was just like, So we were looking within the UK because it's like, we don't really want to go. I don't have a passport, you know, it's going to cause a bit of issues. So I was like, well, we were looking at Torquay and like, that looks really nice. And we found a really nice place where we're going to stay. So that's where we're going for our honeymoon. We're going to be there for 8 days, I want to say. 7 nights, 8 days, I believe it is. It's a pretty long train journey, like 7 hours or so. I think there's a change somewhere, maybe. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But yeah, really excited for that. So that's going to be exciting. I mean, I have to learn how to say Torquay because I always forget because it's spelled really funny. And I always go, where are we going on honeymoon? And Graham go, Torquay. But I'm learning. So I'll speak to you at the beginning of March. See what's been happening. Hope you all have a wonderful month. I'll speak to you then. Bye bye.